Hi, sis. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh,
Did you have a good sleep?
I did. And you? Like a rock? I forgot who I was talking to. You don't ever sleep. Sis never sleeps. She's actually busier at night than she is during the day.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
And we thank
Um,
you for all the work that you do at night.
thank
Yes.
you.
hmm
Thank you, sis. Thank
Okay, we're on lesson 328. Here we go. I choose the second place to gain the first. I choose the second place to gain the first. What seems to be the second place is first. For all things we perceive are upside down until we listen to the voice of God. It seems that we will gain autonomy only by our striving to be separate, and that our independence from the rest of God's creation is the way in which salvation is obtained. Yet all we find is sickness, suffering, and loss and death. This is not what our Father wills for us, nor is there any second to his will. To join with his is but to find our own. And since our will is his, it is to him that we must go to recognize our will. There is no will but yours, and I am glad that nothing I imagine contradicts what you would have me be. It is your will that I be holy, safe, eternally at peace. And happily I share that will which you, my Father, gave as part of me. So, of course, the entire dream of separation is to come out and to be separate and to establish and to obtain and strive and gain and add to a mythical me and establish an I know mine. We all know the drill by now, yes? But of course, everything here is upside down and reversed. The ego took what God did and just flipped it on its head. And so now that we know this, we come back the way in which we came, which was we need to turn it back over. I choose the second place. And at first, the ego finds us very, very, what does Jesus say? The ego is very
you. Offended.
offended. Thank you. Very offended that it's actually being educated out of itself and it becomes, what's the word?
I'm trying to mind read.
Unnecessary. Has become
It becomes redundant.
redundant.
Look, listen, these are not my words. That's Jesus. Help. That's exactly right. Such a good sense of humor.
Let's see if we can keep Sis on her toes. She can complete the sentence.
Certainly not a gift of mine, that's for sure.
Oh, you're doing fabulously.
That's not me. I just asked a question.
Oh, words are failing. That's hilarious. Well, we're one mind, so Sis has got it down. But yes, so the ego becomes so offended because in its redundancy, it's just like you got, it has no role. It has nothing to do. So when we say I choose the second place, that's the place of humility that we've talked about a couple weeks ago, right? That's the scouring out. That's the emptiness. That's that coming to God with holy, empty hands and saying, I don't know what I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I forgave the past. And here in this present moment, I don't have a clue. But Father, you do know your creation. And in my humility, I will be informed by the one who knows. And then life can begin, right? Now something real's actually showing up. So humility, emptiness, and a deep trust. Blessed are those who believe and have not seen. So that's our walk. That's our faith and our trust right now. So we choose the second place in order to gain the first. And so in our awakening, like yesterday's session, glory, glory, we discover, the kingdom of heaven is ours. It's us. It's at hand. It's our birth, our inheritance from our good God, and it's all perfection. So we'll get that when we are willing to lay down completely the thought of mythical me.
Yeah, and in addition to that, I think the practical means, other than forgiveness, the most practical means by which we attain that in the dream, that knowing that we are the second, not that we attain the first by being the second,
Yes.
is through transcending self-interest,
Oh, yeah.
to learn that our brother's need is our own,
That's
and
it.
that our needs are not going to be fulfilled completely until we reach out,
Mm-hmm.
and extend a miracle impulse to include our brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just listening to some guy on an audio. Anyway, his practice back to awakening is through selfless service to others. And he was going on and on about the euphoria of being in service to our brothers without any, without serving the ego at all. Just completely wanting your brother's happiness is your happiness. Blessed is the man that sees his brother's need and supplies it. So, yes, sis, that is so good. I love that.
That's the greatest joy, though. Like,
It is.
from where we're at now, you and I, just speaking about this,
Yes.
and Daniel too, very much so, is that when we truly transcend self-interest and we join with another and we see their needs being met, whatever their needs might be at the time, it's a real cosmic heart explosion for
Yes.
us.
Yes.
Like, to see their gratitude,
Mm-hmm.
their joy, our joy just increases.
Yes. Because we get to keep what we gave away. So it's, we're blessed only as we give. It takes nothing to serve a selfish sense of me. That makes me God. But when I look out and see God's son, my brother, one with me, whose interests are my own, and meet those needs in that, the joy that you're describing erupts. And who's blessed? Well, we're both blessed equally, right? Something truly lovely about really knowing that you and your brother are one. I've had a really amazing experience with Nouk and Daniel. Not to talk about you in the third person. Well, you're not even a person. When wonderful things have occurred to Sis, I have cried, and it wasn't feigned, and I was a little surprised by it, but I heard Jesus in my voice. Like, this is how you know that you and your brother are one, because your brother's good is your good. And that's not words. Like, you literally feel the joy when your brother is blessed. When they got this house that they are living in now, I just wept. When anything good happens to Sis, it's my good. And it feels as personal as if it, happened to Coreen. There's no difference. So there's another beautiful way through holy relationship to recognize that we are one being. Separation never occurred. That's not possible, unless we were one.
It's just,
yeah, it's beautiful.
So beautiful.
It is. Yep.
Last night, Sis, I don't do this very often, but last night, for some reason, I watched a couple of mini YouTube clips on children being given surprise puppies.
Oh, I love that one. Oh, I've seen it.
I
cry.
I cried.
Oh,
I was just weeping, and I had to watch it twice.
Yes.
The reel of it, and pause it, because the joy in those children's eyes of being, it felt to me, being reunited.
Yes.
One of their creations. That's what it felt like,
Mm-hmm.
Although puppies, dogs are not our creations, but we did kind of birth them here in the dream. But it just was reminiscent of perhaps maybe our joy in heaven once we're done with this dream of being reunited with our creations. We'll drop to our knees, so to speak, in such ecstatic joy and gratitude.
Yeah, their face just contorts and their whole body just shudders, and there's just this wailing because it's like they're reunited with the symbol of like this perfect, unconditional love.
Yes.
And we all know that one. And when we break down, it's just that proof that there's just love, and we all remember it, and we know that we're one. And when some powerful act happens in the dream that reflects that love, we all know it, and not one of us is not affected by it. I don't care who you are. Let's put that link. Can you find that link and then maybe put it there? Because I think that would be so much fun for those who haven't seen it.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I think that would be, let's add some fun and check it out. I want to watch it again. I know I've seen it twice because it makes its rounds. It's such a good one. It'll show up on Facebook too. But really good stuff.
So if you want to see it, we're going to place the link directly under the video.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
sis. Why not? And then let's open up the comments on that. What people feel and
but I like what you pointed to, because I hadn't put that in context. But now that Sis and I recently had a discussion, Jesus talks about our creations. And that there's this song, this memory in this dream that we haven't quite forgotten, but it's what the ego is so hell-bent on making us forget. Because if we remembered our creations back home, this would be over in a second. We wouldn't need grace. We wouldn't need a happy dream. It would be back into the arms of God in an instant. That's how compelling and compulsive the love is that we have for our creations, and our creations' love for us. That's the undoing. And that's why the ego, it's just tenacious to snuff it out, to not let that arise at all in our awareness. And it's interesting because holy relationship now is like the precursor to where we come to a place of, I'm not afraid of love anymore. I've experienced enough through my holy relationship partners that love is no longer fearful. So now that I'm open to love, the memory of our creations will come. So that's kind of how it rolls out according to Jesus when he talks about our creation. So if you can, I think what you're saying is true. Like these children's recognition and the love that they feel, what makes the emotional response in us is that it scratches the surface of that love that we're so defended against, remembering.
That's it.
Oh, I can feel,
that. You can feel it.
I feel
that's that unopposed, completely unconditional, perfect love. A love without fear means a love whithout loss, a love without interruption.
Yes.
And without end.
Yeah. Because a child can just, their heart just goes whoosh, wide open. Zero defense in that moment. So it's got to be ecstatic bliss.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I want to go home.
Yeah. Me too. Come on, family. Let's go. We don't even need to pack a suitcase for this one. We're ready.
Yes. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to go watch that video now.
Me too.
Let's do that. Let's just drop the fear.
Beautiful intention.
Yeah. Okay. We choose the second place in order to gain the first. Let's go home. That's lesson 328. Thank you, sis.
328, sis, yeah.
Yeah. You got your notes and your stickies?
I better.
Post YouTube video, stat.
Oh, my sticky notes.
Okay.
What will I do in heaven without them?
You just took the words out of my mouth. That's what are you doing? I wonder if they have sticky notes in heaven.
Don't need a memory in heaven.
Yes.
There is no past in heaven.
No,
There's
no,
only
there's not.
eternal, holy instant. That's it.
Oh,
Oh, thanks.
what a fun lesson, you guys. Thank you so much.
And thank you, beautiful family. We love you so much.
Oh, so much. I want to look upon my brother and react like one of these kids do when they see the dog. It's kind of like what happened when you walked into the living room the other day. I had
Well,
the
that's
same
what we
sis.
had. You and I had that.
Yeah, we did.
All right. We had that. We both
Burst into tears.
burst into tears
Yeah.
with a love and a joy that just exploded our heart with,
Yes.
right?
Ah, it's the
Yeah.
best. It's sweet love.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. We love you, and we will, excuse me, talk to you tomorrow. Okay. Bye, family.
Bye.